Okay, what you're seeing is John Hanson, the first black president of the United States before the Constitution came out. So that bullshit about Obama being the first president could suck my dick. John Hanson was the first president, the first black president, and the very first president. That is what he looked like. That is what they're trying to make him to be. That is what he actually looks like. How do we know that? Let's go and do some research. Okay. A black man, a Moor, John Hanson, was the first president of the United States, 1781 to 1782 AD. Now, this states that George Washington was the 8th president, but actually he was the 9th, because they're forgetting that John Hancock, they have all the other presidents, but they missed John Hancock. John Hancock was a president also. So I'm going to read this article for you so you can understand this, okay? George Washington was not the first president of the United States. In fact, the first president of the United States was John Hanson. Don't go checking the encyclopedia for this guy's name. He is one of those great men that are lost to history. If you're extremely lucky, you may actually find a brief mention of his name. The new country was actually formed on March the 1st, 1781, with the adoption of the Articles of the Confederation. This document was actually proposed on June 11th, 1776, but not agreed upon by Congress until November 15, 1777. 777. Now, that's significance. Maryland refused to sign this document until Virginia and New York ceded their western lands. Maryland was afraid that these states would gain too much power in the new government for such large amounts of land. Once the signing took place in 1781, a president was needed to run the country. John Hanson was chosen unanimously by Congress, which included George the fucking dumbass Washington. That fucking racist. Now, in fact, all the other potential candidates refused to run against him, as he was a major player in the Revolution and an extremely influential member of Congress. As the first president, Hanson had quite the shoes to fill. No one had ever been president, and the role was poorly defined. His actions in office would set precedent for all future presidents. He took office just as the Revolutionary War ended almost immediately. The troops demanded to be paid as would be expected after any long war. There were no funds to meet the salaries. As a result, the soldiers threatened to overthrow the new government and put Washington on the throne as a monarch. So that's why Washington put unanimously for John Hanson, because his own soldiers was going to kill his stupid ass. Once again, the first president was not a white man. He was actually a black man. The very first president. Do your fucking research.